Hey Leo, sorry for being gone for much longer than I was meant to do this at the same time as the other readings, about 3 weeks ago, right? My son is in Aries, my son, yes, not my child, and so my triggers and my instincts are in Aries, and it's been like 5-6 weeks of just pure trigger to the point of like non-functioning, because I've got way too many water placements, so I just sink to the bottom of the ocean. Here I am. I had stories at the start of the other readings for the other elements, but I'm going to skip right past those, just to spare us all. But yes, no, I have a lovely story about the Pamela Coleman-Smith deck that I just picked up, and connections to her about that. I've pulled out the Wild Kuan Yin, Alana Fairchild's Oracle deck. The paintings are by a Chinese painter. I've put his information in the description. The scenes are from Tibet. I just love the painting so much. Alana's messages are also excellent, and I love Wild Kuan. Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin carries for me Kali energy, grandmother spider energy. She was a very gentle energy that packs a punch. She elected to stay on Earth instead of live a happily ever after. While we're stuck here, she elected to stay with us once she was done her life cycle and help us through all, as many of us as are willing to be helped, or, so, just very beautiful energy. But when I was pre-shuffling, this card came out on top, Leo. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to hold it up to the camera, and I'm going to read it afterwards. We'll see it as an affirmation, and if there might be some more that we get out as we go. And then we'll get into the Coleman-Smith. So I'm just going to hold this up, get the focus. We've got, I'll figure out which bird that is. But I wanted these cards for right now for the Taurus energy, yes? Following the Aries energy. Okay. I'll put the photo of this in the thumbnail, so you can, if you want to meditate on it, you can. Let's fix our focus. Let's put her right up there. And, oh, we don't want, well, okay, I've got a 5 of Cups there to fix the focus. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but I was going to put it away and shuffle it, so that I saw it in the prep. I was like, well, I don't know if we actually want to hang on to that. But I'm going to put this over here. Oh, how did my flame go out? I just put a new candle in there. Not again, Leo. Leo, it's not good when your flame goes out. Okay. All right. Let's solve that. Let's solve that. That is not, okay, I'm lighting it now, Leo. I'm lighting it now. Don't you let that flame go out again. There we go. It's all good. Yeah? And besides, if it went out during Aries reading and I'm only just noticing it, right? Right? We're all good, right, Leo? Okay. Well, let's find out. Let's find out how you are doing. Now, the sun just got into Taurus. It doesn't get to really spend a full 30 degrees of the cycle in Aries, because Aries is, one of the smaller constellations. But let's say it hit Taurus. It hit the midpoint between Aries and Taurus around the 10th. Everything else, everybody's saying Jupiter's in Pisces. No, it's not. No, it's not. They're following tropical, and tropical is off by 24 or more degrees. If you get the Sky Safari app, or the Stellarium app, or you go to Stellarium on your desktop, you can see that Jupiter is still very much in Aquarius. I'm starting to get a little bit upset about the technology is in our hands now. So, energy's in Aquarius. Empathy is in Aquarius. But, everything else, Mars is in Gemini, but Venus, Sun, Mercury, those are all in Taurus still. Okay. And we have that lunar eclipse coming up. And if anything I know anything about, let's see, the eclipse in December, no, the conjunction, the Great Conjunction, yeah. But it was affected by the eclipse for sure. So, okay. So maybe we need to be careful. Flipping right out. Or, well, okay, King of Wands in the upright, Leo. That's you. I mean, I tend to think of it as Sagittarius, and I think of you as the Knight of Wands. But I mean, you're in your full power. So all of your fire houses, all of your fire energy, you have gone through all of those cycles. You have gone through all of those cycles. You can be page, you can be queen, you can be king, you can be knight, you can be whatever you want while you're in this king energy. House of Sagittarius, the 9th house is faith. Now this king has a plan, right? This king has a plan. I'm almost, actually, I need to say that I was, while working on my astrology book, it's occurring to me that I would almost classify Aries as the real 12th house. It's like a borderline, it's like house 0, and it could just as easily be the 12th house as the first house, because Emperor is there. It's very difficult to be young energy. And the Fool knows, well, I mean, I realize Fool, I'm being schooled on this. The Fool is like an Aquarius Uranus card, but because it also correlates to the first house, I put it as Aries energy. But knows everything, right? Coming in from a full cycle, only looks like a fool, only behaves like a fool, but knows everything, right? And the Emperor knows everything, and the Emperor is the King of Kings. So the question is are you actually more in first house energy or 9th house energy? Or, you know what I'm saying, Sagittarius energy. Let's find out. You have the plan. Thank you. Thank you for the clarification, the validation. Thank you for the validation. Okay, so let's take this as Aries, first house, and Aquarius, 11th house, Uranus energy, Mars energy. All of that. Let's just play both camps. All right. Same direction. Yes? Okay, so in yourself. And I want to say almost like a world energy of the end of a cycle, the start of another one. That's what I want to say. Divine timing there. So, okay. Now, some kind of, here we have, let's put it behind you. We've got 2 major arcana here. So, major divine timing. Something's over. Either, no, outside interference, this world interference, Venus interference, let's find out. Institution. Okay, interesting. Aries started with the Knight of Swords. So here we have the Knight of Swords again. So fire energy is going through agitation. These guys are all moving in this direction. Away from, I mean, I could put this anywhere on the table, but they're all oblivious to them. Yeah? This could be something financial. It's Taurus energy, obviously. Okay, I've got 2 sideways cards. Right. This will take a moment. Okay. Knight of Pentacles I would put as Virgo. So the 6th house, problem solving, work issues, work routines, health. Of course, the slowest moving night, yes, but progress, that steadiness, that, you know, things take time. Things, if you're building, they can't necessarily happen quickly. Now here we have this, my ethics card. Now we have more divine timing. Okay, and we have somebody on their own setting out. Now I'm not necessarily, see, this is the Adam and Eve card, and this is the card about the truth about Adam and Eve, which is, you know, if you want to go down that rabbit hole, and what that story did to the prophetesses of Africa, who were also the Delphi oracles. We know I've talked about this before. Anybody who's watched me before caught me talking about the ranting about it. We could say that this is interference, but for me, it's as much as it's like a passion card and, you know, a choices card. It's, for me, it screams ethics, the ethics of knowledge, and then of course the problem of, you know, put to Adam and Eve was the ethics of how you get knowledge. And I was like, well, no, any which way, we can't be held to blame for a universe that we did not create. Sorry. So there's something that needed to be known. There's a truth, shall we say. And it's there at cross purposes. This is meant to be sideways. This is divine timing. This is charted timing, shall we say. Yes, the train whistles, yes. And the camera caught it before the camera cut out. Because it's time, it only records 12 minutes at a time because I need an even more expensive camera. Okay. So the fact that they're cross energies. Somebody with this stable offer. Just for symmetry's sake, I'm going to put it that way because I've got this, yeah, I could see this night is like, no, no, no. Slapping, but okay. All right. Interesting, because I had 8 of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck for Aries. Okay. So this I take as Libra energy. This I take as Capricorn energy. Because, as I've said before, my classifications for earth and air energies are different based on houses. So here we have, no, I want to say, okay, so 6 is a gift, like a revelation, some information. I mean, I know this is a safe passage card, but in terms of, I see 6s as gifts that we need on the path to progress into the transforming of whatever it is we need to be in each of the elements, yes? So this is on the path to transforming how you think, speak, network, what you have to say. And this gift is, we're going back to the 5 of Swords, which would be a necessary change in what you think. So the gift has been held up. Now, I mean, that's the Swords energy. And we have a gift here. We have, this is not, yeah, this is just, okay, so taken together, career energy, justice energy, well, yeah, 7th house energy, partnership, justice, contracts. So here we have a contract. So the Six of Swords has everything to do with this Hierophant in reverse. Well, and then a Hierophant would be tied to Pentacles energy, right? And eights are proving yourself to yourself, as far as I'm concerned. Like, this is the beginning of the mastermind energy, the master energy. We're out of apprenticeship. We're into, no, you're going to do this on your own. You're going to work your way to the Nine of Pentacles. And in the Nine of Pentacles is like making everything work in the sense of you have your audience, your market, your repayment for services. Yes, like all of the, you've built up. You've built up your clientele, you've built up, you know, or you know, all that stuff. And this is the detail work, the proving yourself to yourself so that you can prove yourself to everybody else. So that's leading us back to the Seven of Pentacles. Everything's leading us backwards. Now what's interesting is we have you with the plan and you with the fresh start. So what is the problem then? If this King of Wands is fine, what's the holdup? Is this the hold? Like, this is what's interesting to me. Obviously, like there are two things happening here. We obviously have a parting of ways. I'm going to take it sideways. Right, okay, so parting of ways. Now, healing. There's healing in this card. And you see how this totally echoes these wings, right? Yes. Now, this is the only cups energy on the table, right? Yep. I feel like there's been struggle, obviously struggle. And maybe not knowing what's going on, right? If this is about revelations, if this is about getting information, and there's just, something is just not coming, like you can't maybe figure out. That could be it. You can't figure out what the fuck's going on, right? Yeah, there's confusion, yes, between these two knights. And here we have psychic guidance. Okay, so this is Cancerian energy. So it's somebody either in family or close connections. Guides, possibly. Guides. Is there... Okay, so then is there... And this would be, you know, this is cardinal energy of doing something for the first time, of having to make up your mind in this situation for the first time. And we do have that. Okay. Okay. So there's heartbreak and confusion. There's no peace of mind. Trying to figure out what about this. Well, this is okay, and more Taurus. For me, this is Taurus energy. Okay, so obviously, now we have, absolutely, we have a progression a clear progression in your Pentacles energy. Okay, we've gone from, you know, the cash, the money house, we're back to the money house, the workplace house, the routines house, right? Absolutely. So the plan is there, and you're not knowing how to do it. And was there something in this connection, because we have this connection repeated, right? This thing's over. Four of Swords leads back to the Three of Swords, of course, which is heartbreak, but it's also doing the right thing. That sword of truth that's in the middle. And lying on the sword of truth. So the sword of truth is at the top here. And there's stability there, but stability can get you stuck. And it leads to the Five of Swords, that necessary change. But this Four of Swords in reverse explains this Knight of Swords. So if we take that as Libra energy, there's an injustice that you're feeling. Six of Swords leads back to the Five of Swords. So this Four of Swords avoiding the Five of Swords, but the Five of Swords have to be dealt with. This necessary change of thinking. And so it might have nothing to do with, it might be your own issue, right? So what should be done about this conflict between these two knights? Working on it. Here we have Pentacles energy again. So the conflicts of interest card. This is more Taurus energy, so definitely everything to do with your work. This is repeating your work. The logistics. Are you putting the right value on yourself? Are you in business with the right people? Are you doing the right things? Are you doing what you want to be doing? Are you manifesting what you want to be manifesting? Because we've got Gemini energy here, Magician energy here. Sideways. Sideways. So it's not in reverse. This is in reverse. And this has everything. I mean, this is a Mason, right? Okay. Climbing the ranks in Masonry. And that, you know, you pretty much, you give yourself over to a very powerful situation, right? And you submit yourself to that power. But you want to make sure that you know. I mean, the problem is y'all don't, you know, I'm just very much a cautionary tale, this card for me. I much prefer to have multiple clients. I do not like to work for, I mean, I do, well, ironically, I work for God, but there is no, I say that, but I own what I do. So anybody is, I mean, what I like about how I do things is that there's no hierarchy, there's no system in place that I'm saying the system covers my ass and says that that I am this thing. It's like, no, it's just me saying I am this. So the question is, this institution that has possibly, it's ended in, this is, Queen of Cups. Further to this Two of Cups sideways, this Queen of Cups, to match this King of Wands. Pisces energy. you know, your intuition is totally with you. Have you possibly been relying too much on the left side of your brain? Been relying so much on your out of balance, right? So have we been relying too much on the one kind of thing, you know, the one half of the mind and not the other half of the mind? Is that what it's... Is that, am I on the right track with that? Seven of Pentacles. So again, with this Virgo energy, the sixth house energy of working, problem solving. Yes, all to do with the mind. Absolutely. It's the magician as mystic, right? It's the philosopher in his cave. And it's before that Eight of Pentacles, yes? So here we have clarification on this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, because we have a suspended transformation. In your work routines. It's got his wand there, yeah. So something's not coming through. And we have this suspended, so if we say suspended guidance, don't know where you're going, but you do have a plan. You do have a plan. So what's the issue? I mean, obviously, okay. Issues. This is all good. So there are opportunities here. Okay? Let's say that. The intuition is here. The intention, like the speed, the ability to act is there, definitely, right? Now he wants to be careful with his words, but he's, you know, he's not incapacitated. He's not stuck. This guy's stuck. Doesn't take much to slow him to a stop, because he's already going pretty slow. This is all good. So you know the truth. Something is over that needed to be over. And look at, I mean, you got all that going for you. You've got all that going for you. Now, so reverse. And you have, I mean, this is in the upright. Okay, so this is off. Okay, so your state of worried. Yes, worried. However, the answer to this is just slogging through stuff. Yes, but then you're not sure. You're not sure who you're supposed to be. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Yep. What's your wish fulfillment? Careful what you wish for. Nine of Cups now. Those can all be spirit guides. This is 12th house stuff. Free will or soul contract. Free will or soul contract. To what extent? How much free will? How much soul contract? And she knows. She's just not happy. You're not happy. Is that what it is? Look for my signs. I have been speaking to you through signs in the world and feelings in your heart. Can you hear my reassuring voice? When you ask me for a sign, I give it. Notice what is happening in the world around you. Take comfort. Believe. You do know. This Queen of Cups knows. So is it a question of fear? Let's see what else. Who else had this card? Becoming friends with yourself. Why not give up trying to punish, push, or force your body? When you push, resistance is created. It is not defiance. It is natural law. This can make life harder than it needs to be. Instead, why not explore and find a way to relate to your body as a friend? Friendship is one of life's pleasures. So, right, so this Four of Swords in reverse. There's no rest. No safe path. So there's no calm. There's no calmness. Nothing's working. So this is your physical condition. And healing. That's Caduceus here, right? Wanting to heal. And that's what's catching you up in your Well, okay, because we do have sixth house concerns here. Yes. Which is also health. Health and routine, right? Health routines. But again, the problem solving. So I think really the final word actually does rest with those oracle cards, because these cards can't necessarily say it. I'll just get any affirmation. Right. Guided safe passage. The Eight of Cups over the Nine of Cups reversed. Proving yourself to yourself. So this King of Wands is dependent on this Queen of Cups. This Fool is dependent on this Queen of Cups. And this Eight of Cups, you're being guided. And there are signs. And so away from... Who just said... Which reader, which reader do I need to give credit to? That the Hierophant in reverse can be a hospital. Oh, I want to say, yes, that would be Miriam Kramer. Credit to her. I mean, I'm sure she didn't make that up, and I owe somebody else credit as well, but I heard it from her. So there could be traditional healing is out, and a new kind of healing is required. Okay, all right, Leo, let's leave it there for now. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. Because it feels so harsh, and I don't want, it's just, but the harshness. Oasis of hope. The successes that seem impossible are all the more precious for their unlikelihood. These are reminders of divine power, the triumph of hope, of winning against the odds. Remember that life thrives, hidden even in the desert. Do not give up hope. Believe in the inevitability of your beautiful destiny. Oh, this is the card that Virgo got. So you and Virgo, because there's such strong Virgo energy here. And that's reminding me, what reader takes this? Taro Victoria likes to see this Eight of Cups as a Virgo card. I know Sloan Bella says that Virgos are potentially the most psychic, and maybe that's why Victoria sees it that way. I mean, it's obviously a Pisces card, but a 12th house card. But no, so there's strong Virgo energy here, and you might want to actually go back. You might want to go check out the Virgo reading for further details. Or for, you know, corroborations. But again, then that still takes us back to this Queen of Cups. Okay, Leo. Until next time, much love. Take excellent care of yourself then.